Hello there! So I use my laptop in school. A while back, someone at school actually recognized the gross pink and purple stylization of the forums. Hey, do you play Osu? Is what he asked me. I responded yes, of course, so we talked about it for a bit. I don't remember all the details of the conversation, but it eventually led to him explaining that he casually plays Mania and me saying I play standard Osu. The next question he asked was burned into my mind. Oh, isn't standard the mode where maps don't follow the music? As a mapper, I wanted to say the answer was definitely no, but I could see where he was coming from. When everyone starts out playing Osu, they suck. The only practical maps to play are low difficulties, which utilize a lot of undermapping for the sake of simplicity. Rhythm density is low, spacing is boring, gameplay is bland. It's generally an experience that doesn't reflect the intricacies of music very well. Low difficulties are especially bad when mappers use this sort of undermapping simplicity as an excuse to literally ignore rhythms a song provides. For example, listen to this. There's no sound where 3 is, the sound is actually over here, but it's simpler than something like this or this, so modders and players accepted it. The map is ranked. Then there's stuff like this. There are sounds on each of the beats mapped, but they're not the most important ones. Beats 1 and 3 are the most important, while this red tick isn't at all, making rhythm really hard to comprehend. And then there's also this. Rhythms are covering the right sounds here, but because of how slider emphasis works, the most important sounds are still receiving less priority. And there's even stuff like this. The mapper chose to ignore everything important and only map the offbeats. I don't know why. So yeah, okay, low difficulties use rhythm I dislike. That's nothing new, and I've complained about rhythm in a number of videos already. The questions of why mappers choose to create ambiguous rhythms, why modders don't point them out as issues, and why beatmap nominators rank them are what I find more interesting. Pretty much every casual Osu player prioritizes one thing, the music. Casuals get into the game by downloading maps of songs they know. They don't care about conventional map quality or difficulty, they just want to click circles to songs they're familiar with in a music-based video game. If you ask a casual player what their favorite beat map is, they're gonna say something like,
"Do you still play Osu? If so, favorite beat map?" My favorite is the World God Only Knows opening. God Only Knows full size, partly because that song's amazing.
The song is amazing. Eventually, some of these casual players who prioritize the music get more engaged with the game and become mappers. You'd think maps from these people would follow the music as accurately as possible, but no, they become the same mappers who mess up rhythm to the point of not actually following the music. The reason why this happens is something that happens in all games: filtering. For example, let's say I'm a new player in Smash. When I start up a match for the first time, I'll be thinking something like, what's this glowy ball thing in the middle? What's this stuff in the background? Hey, whoa, the camera moves when the players move. It's all in 3D too, there's so much going on right now. But as I play the game more, I quickly understand that these things aren't important. Knowing the basic layout of the map, the consequences of my inputs, and how to read enemy actions are what really matters. The other stuff may be cool and nice to look at, but for someone getting really engaged with the game, it's unnecessary. It can be filtered out. For Osu, lower difficulties undermap rhythms. It's a requirement since new players can't handle harder maps, and it unfortunately teaches casual players that most of the song can be ignored. All that really matters is the ability to read patterns and associate them with clicking. Relying on the music, which doesn't always line up with the map due to undermapping and poor simplification, is just less reliable, and should therefore be filtered out. If a casual player gets more invested in the game, they're probably not doing it because of the music, but rather because of the game itself. The people who are dedicated enough to make maps have filtered out the music's importance, resulting in the issues I've already complained about. Those complaints aren't actually exclusive to low difficulties either. You'll find a lot of higher difficulties with ambiguous rhythm and stuff that doesn't really follow what you'd think of as the most important part of the music. Essentially, filtering affects how players play, and more importantly, how mappers map.